Welcome everyone, Marcelo is my name.
Kevin here, and this is 10 in 10.
Coffee and chocolate, two scent profiles that we both enjoy.
It's very popular among the industry right now, but I think we have a good lineup where we've kind of done different styles of how coffee and chocolate can be used in perfumery.
Correct. We actually broke them up in a nice even way.
I think so, yeah.
And we've included our own fragrance, which is our own brand, Olfactive Traveller. Look at this beautiful poster behind us.
There we
Roma
go.
271, we're gonna tell you a little bit more about that. Now who's gonna start?
I'm gonna start first.
You have 10 minutes. Good luck.
Hit it. The first one is one that you may have seen me talk about. I've actually mentioned it a lot on the NFC channel. Durocaffe is a perfume that Marcelo and I have fought over.
There was an early arm wrestle on this one.
When we met Bois 1920 in Florence, Italy, they were so gracious in gifting us the bottle, and Marcelo and I literally fought over this one.
Yes.
I won in the end.
I got this one, but I'll tell you more about that.
Durocaffe opens, it really captures the Italian espresso culture. Here you've got this nice kind of soft creaminess. For me, it's almost like this nutty almond layer to the coffee, and the coffee is quite sugary. So imagine, when I like to describe it, it's like a shot of Italian espresso with brown sugar. You're mixing it in.
Funny, I was going to say it's brown. It's not the white sugar. I can get the sort of a molasses caramel.
It's got that kind of sticky sweetness to it. This is a true gourmand, and probably one of the biggest gourmand in the lineup today. So if you like more chocolatey coffee gourmands, Durocaffe is the one that I'm recommending.
Beautiful. Now I'm going to move also, I'm going to stay on coffee and stay with Italian. This is Fusciuni's Little Song.
I didn't know that it was a coffee. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so Little Song is a blend between a rose and a coffee note. The reality for me, I don't get a lot of the rose, but I get a lot of the coffee. What are you getting there?
It's funny, because
You getting rose?
maybe because you're saying it and it's instantly jumping in, but I get some florals. Not necessarily rose,
Right.
but coffee with florals. I don't know, have you ever seen, is there white florals in it or?
Possibly. Yeah. I know that it's a coffee rose interplay.
Okay, yeah.
See, for me, I just get, now that's
espresso. Much more espresso on skin.
Correct.
Okay.
So when Durocaffe uses that brown sugar, molasses, sweetness, here it's very bitter.
Would you say more like the coffee, like roasted coffee beans?
Correct. And what Mayo is trying to communicate here is a sense of loneliness. That you're sitting there with a coffee and you're waiting for someone to show up, but that person never shows up.
Oh,
so
wow.
that's the intensity of it.
Okay.
Little Song is beautiful. If you want a dark coffee,
Yeah.
beautifully roasted,
Yeah.
with florals that obviously play in the background then I would strongly recommend, but smell that again. It's really dark roasted. Gorgeous.
Yeah, really nice. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna jump to one here is a quick pause on coffee. We're gonna go to chocolate because a new release. Marcelo and I were lucky enough to go and try Opulence with the brand owner of Lac Parfums, Fadi, our good friend Fadi that we see every year.
He's such a good man.
Such a kind man. Yeah. And this is actually a perfume that you were lucky enough to get a bottle, and it's not even, right now, as of when we're posting this, not officially released yet.
Now, I spoke about this on a Mate Talk. This is something that's really impressive, and I'm glad that you put this in the lineup.
So this for me is more of a chocolate gourmand. So kind of that creaminess, almost the milkiness of like a milk chocolate. And then on skin, what I've gotten on the dry down, this kind of nice tonka bean creaminess. So a lot of people have done, chocolate in desserts. This is kind of more like a chocolate, almost ambery, milky kind of chocolate. Still quite a gourmand. So if you're on trend right now and you're looking for a gourmand perfume, Opulence is something that I think needs to be tried. Yeah.
Funny, I was going to do this one, but being that we're going to stay on this gourmand milky chocolate, I want you to smell this. Actually, so I'll give you the opening spray.
This one has been out only for a little while.
No, Symphonium. This is one of the early ones. So this is Symphonium.
Yep.
This is, I've actually spoken about it previously. Yeah. What are you getting?
Almost more of this sparkliness of a gourmand. Not so much, whereas this one is for me quite milky, dense and rich, almost edible chocolate. Yeah. For me, this is more of a not wearable, but this is more like a perfumed chocolate.
Yes. Yeah. This is on the dry down. This is about now 30 minutes.
Very much in the air.
Would you believe there's oud in here?
No. Really? Okay, I don't pick it up.
So I compared this to a beautiful, luxurious, milky Norwegian chocolate.
Okay.
Luxurious. I say Swiss in the past, but lately we've fallen in love with Norwegian chocolate.
Yeah. Oh, Luke's not going to be happy with that.
We've got a friend, Mohammed.
Mo.
Yeah, Mohammed. He's always generous with. Anyway, long story. But it's a very, very creamy, silky chocolate.
Silky. That's a great word. Yes.
Yeah.
I just kept thinking, what is it? Sparkly? No, silky.
Silky, smooth, and there is orange on. So there's an orange and a mandarin on that top note. So you're getting a slight citrus component.
So this is that sparkly kind of thing that I'm registering in my brain.
I think so.
Like
but there is oud. According to the notes in the base, there is an oud in there. I think maybe the oud has been washed out. It does say, the Xerjoff website does say Laotian oud, so I'm going to say that it is a legitimate oud rather than a constructed lab note or something like that. But it has great longevity, and that's the beauty of this. It does go woody on the dry down, much further down, but on that opening, it is very luxurious. It is very chocolatey, if you like that milky, smooth, silky.
Can I say this is super refined?
Yes, gorgeous.
In some of these other perfumes, when we think about chocolate, it's very heavy in it, but this is so
overlooked.
refined.
Symphonium is overlooked. It's one of the early ones, and I think what happens is that you get, they've got
Richwood and some of the big names, L, and this one you don't really hear much.
Yeah,
amazing.
Recommendation. Boom.
This is a perfume so Marcelo has a library system at the office where we're allowed to borrow fragrances because he has such a big collection. This one is pretty much ended up on Kevin's desk.
It's always all the time. The other day I was looking for it. I'm like, I think Kevin's got it on his desk.
Arabica by Fueguia. And am I pronouncing the brand correctly?
Yeah,
Fueguia. Yeah, okay. So this is a perfume that the very first time I smelt it, it was when Marcelo and I were having a lunch meeting. We're actually at a yum cha place. So you can imagine yum cha, smells of tea, smells of food, like food in the air.
Sure.
We gave each other a bro hug and it came off your chest.
I still remember this. You're like, brother, what are you wearing?
I had a huge reaction to it.
I know, I can smell.
Because
this guy, every time he comes into the office, I smell this in the air. I'm like, Arabica again.
The difference with...
There's a million fragrances.
The difference with Arabica, Arabica, is that for me, I get a lot of warm ambers that come along with that kind of coffee, almost more of a bitter dark chocolate, but the ambers give you a really nice mellow sweetness.
Right.
And for me, I do leave it on my desk because it's one of these few perfumes that, some people have the reaction where they spray something and you smell it and it actually calms you down.
Yeah.
It kind of like soothes you and relaxes you.
This is for you.
I find this such a relaxing fragrance.
Right.
It's so relaxing.
Compare that to Little Song. Sorry, we're probably going to go over time now. But
this is for me is quite, the Little Song, quite earthy.
Right.
I'm getting quite earthy, dusty.
Yeah.
And whereas this is quite almost airy, ambery.
Yeah.
Both quite calming perfumes in its own way.
Right.
Both quite different.
Beautiful. All right. I'm gonna stay with incense.
Yeah.
Sorry, with
more like ambery.
Coffee.
Okay. Yeah.
So, actually no, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go orange. This is chocolate orange. Okay. So this is the one that we were fighting. There was only one to be given. This man took Durocaffe, and I took Fondentarancio.
I'm super curious to hear how this differs from this one.
Smell that.
Because they're both, so you mentioned
similar.
chocolate,
and
then
orange.
you mentioned orange.
Orange.
So
Smell
it's
that.
got some...
The orange is...
Very different.
The orange is exaggerated here.
The orange is actually the big star at the start, right?
It almost has a sherbetness to it. It's a very fun, bright, not fizzy, but sweet and candy-like.
The chocolate doesn't really come in till a little later.
Correct.
There's this candy that we grew up with called like a Jaffa.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it has this almost sweet, sugary outside, and the inside, after you bite into it, the chocolate comes through.
So this one here, it actually...
This is fun.
It actually entices you with this fun orange Jaffa-like sort of bright orange sort of effervescent nature to it, sherbety-like. And then as it comes down, it does go into that chocolate. The orangeness comes back. It does become a little bit bitter. So you're getting like a bitter cacao, dark chocolate. It's not milky at all.
Because in my brain, it kind of blended in with almost an orange peel because of how bitter.
Right, okay.
Like almost like the cacao and then the orange peel. Two kind of bitter tones coming through.
If you want to compare the two, so Symphonium is very almost realistic orange citrus is subtle with that beautiful milky chocolate and dries down wonderful, whereas this one here, and this one has oud, whereas this one here dries down bitter, dries down more dark chocolate cacao, and that orange really comes back off.
Can I say in terms of feeling,
Yes.
when I smell this, it is bright, daytime fun.
Yes.
And then this one for me is more like refined elegance. Maybe you wear it to a bit more of an occasion.
Absolutely. And longevity on Symphonium is phenomenal. All right.
We are
last
definitely
two.
going to cross over.
Last
Okay, next one is by our friends Inuit Nomad, Estrella, and actually I have to ask you for help to say to pronounce the second half of
I always
this.
love he says Estrella, Estrella
Oh, Estrella
De La Manana.
De La Manana.
Boom.
De La Manana.
When I say the Vietnamese words, I'm
like, bro, that's
like I try to say thank you in Vietnamese. I'm terrible at it.
because I've seen some other. This perfume has really been making the rounds in the last probably 12 months.
Right, it's won an award recently too.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'll put the award here.
Congratulations to them. The X-Straight collection I found by Inuit Nomad now, it's just been picking up steam and it's really lifted the whole brand. This perfume is one that, different to the others I chose, it goes very smoky and very leathery. So some people even mistaken, because I've seen people review it and they're mistaken that there's like a tobacco in here.
Yeah, no.
Which you can see how people kind of think that. It's almost like this kind of smoky, chocolatey tobacco.
Almost leathery on the
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I've loved. Now, you've worn this quite a lot too.
I have. It dries down vanilla. So it has a very deep vanilla cacao. So it's a very rich cacao. If I can take a bit of time off. Oh, wow, we are way over.
Hit it.
Sorry, guys. I spoke to the owner, so Philippe Solas, and he mentioned they took a gamble on that. Because initially, the gamble was, it was so out of character for their brand. And it really is quite robust and intense that they thought it's not going to become a good seller. It's become a great seller for them. As I said, they did win an award. So they rolled the dice. And he goes, this has been a huge win for us. So
This is a must try, but I have to say,
going against trend.
I would say a must skin test because you may not like it. Maybe you might think it's going to be a chocolate or a sweet coffee or something like that. But it's definitely a skin test.
We better finish because it's meant to be 10 in 10, not 10 in 20 minutes. The last one for me is I'm going a little bit off type here because, and this will lead into Roma 271. So this is a great blend between a coffee note, very Arabica coffee, sort of intensity, but then it dries back down to this wonderful incense. And Matiere Premier, which is already in Guichard. So get that, that's the opening. I'm going to show you the dry down.
Hit me, tell me.
So you're getting that coffee. That coffee is sharp, it's bright.
It's much brighter than some of the coffees that we've had today.
Correct, it's quite strong, but here's the dry down. Incense, yeah?
Yeah, smoky,
Dusty,
but almost, dusty dark.
Yeah.
This brightness, and I don't know for me the brightness is almost like a floral.
Okay, right. Well,
Or
that
like
I
a
don't know.
rose,
What I do know is that it opens with a beautiful coffee note, which really ensnares you. But when it dries down, it goes into this wonderful, smooth, smoky incense. Beautiful to wear. A gorgeous fragrance. Big recommendation. If you're not into incense necessarily, I do recommend it to you.
Boom!
The last one.
This is actually not the last one because I started first and you haven't touched that. Ooh. So we're way over today. We're way over.
Oh my God.
But you'll be waiting for this. Roma 271. This is by Olfactive Traveller, a perfume brand that Marcelo and I have just launched. So you can jump on our website to read all about it. And this is a brand that we have actually teamed up with, I like to say, the great Luca Maffei.
Yep.
Italian
He's
perfumer.
won more awards, more olfactive
than any Italian perfumer in the world. Now, it's a perfume that captures in the evening of Rome. I would say the evening of Rome, right? The big inspiration. Some of you guys may have seen us post videos, Marcelo walking through the alleyway, all the cool alleyways of Rome, and then seeing the Pantheon just light up. You get this nice touch of espresso coffee that's quite smoky. And then for me, which I've always been saying, it's wrapped around really neatly with this warm incense that I would say this gentleman's idea here from when he was seeing all the nuns and the church bells ring.
Well, for me, Rome is very sacred, and so that's the nod to that sacredness of Rome. I find that this one here has incredible evolution. It is our baby. We do love it. And as I was smelling it, I'm like, oh, I love you, sweetheart.
Yeah,
it's a really, and it's one of the, when this is one also that we took a gamble on, similar to Estrella De La Manana, because it's
not made mass appealing, this scent profile. So don't think it's going to be like a sweet coffee that everybody will love. Not really.
No, but it's become a dark horse. A lot of people who experience it,
it's been a favorite.
It's been one of the favorites. So anyway, big recommendation and one that we absolutely love. Last one, here we go.
Boom. Orto Parisi.
Orto Parisi, we know that.
Okay.
So this is, I'm going to finish with chocolate. It's called Boccanera, which means dark mouth, which means it's in reference to your bottom, to your butthole.
Chocolate? And how does the butthole come into it?
Well, the fact that chocolatey, anyway, it's Alessandro Gualtieri.
I love that guy.
You know it's going to be crazy.
The guys.
But smell that. Yeah. This is now deep, dark cacao wrapped around oud. Where before we were saying there's oud here and not really detecting it really. There on the first spray.
It's very present.
Yeah, it's not animalic, even though Boccanera in reference to your butt. It's meant to be sort of dirty and animalic. It's not that at all. It's actually very appealing. Believe it or not, my 9-year-old granddaughter loves wearing this fragrance.
There's something fresh about it.
Yeah, it is the cacao. It is that dark chocolate element to it. Yeah. It is very intense. There is like a pepper note, I think, like a pimiento in there too. Gives it a bit of a freshness.
You can really, I mean, without me, cause I've never worn this before.
It's intense.
But you could say that this is going to be very long lasting, and it's going to be a huge projector.
Intense.
Yeah.
That's it.
Boom.
Oh my gosh.
That is the longest 10 in 10 we've ever done. But we hope you guys have enjoyed it anyway.
Coffee and chocolates. It's one of my favorite things.
It's something that you could definitely yap on about and go over because we've worn these so much as well.
Yeah.
There's some real names in here that we'd love for you guys to look up. If you haven't looked up by Unuit Nomad already, this has been making the rounds across fragrance community.
Big recommendation.
The new one by Lark
hasn't come out.
Yeah.
So one to look out for. I talked about it in Matiere Talk.
We jumped on their website and even Fragrantica, and it hasn't even been listed yet. So jump on and see if you can find some details about it. And then last of all, I mean,
please,
I would love you guys to jump onto olfactivetraveller.com, read the story, read the inspiration. We did team up with AFM, Luca Maffei. This was the longest one, and it took us 12 months to get to Roma 271.
Actually, watch this video here. There's a great little storyline behind it. There was a bit of an arm wrestle.
We didn't always agree.
Yeah, because and actually I'll reveal now. Kevin said to me, Encens, do we really want to go down that path? And I'm like, it has to be. It's Rome. It's sacred.
We took a gamble on it.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone.
See you guys on the next episode.
Boom.